So now that that's done, hold on. I'm just gonna say 1. You'll say 2. I'll say 3, and we'll see.
Oh, so we're doing this while we're recording.
Yeah, why not? Try to make my
okay.
job easier. All right, 1.
What?
Trying to sync the audio. I'm gonna say 1. You're gonna say 2 as fast as you can. After that, I'm gonna say 3. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
God damn, it's so hard.
All right.
Okay.
1.
God damn, what's wrong with me? I hope you like wasted footage.
Oh no, this isn't wasted. This is going in.
Bloopers or something?
Why not?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, deep breaths. Alright.
All right, you just want to start?
Oh, I start?
No, I said you just want me to start.
No, I'll start and then you go next. Okay. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense. You start. So you know where yours is synced at.
I was talking about starting the video. You're talking about syncing the audio.
Wait, we're I thought that's what we were trying to do. Because you said 1, I'm like, well, 1.
Okay.
Okay. So are we starting the video or syncing the audio?
We're gonna sync the audio.
It's because it's still recording. It's in a minute
It's
30.
Fine. Okay.
What are we doing?
Alright, we're gonna sync the audio. You ready?
We're gonna sync. Okay.
I'm gonna say 1. You're gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 3. Okay.
You're gonna sync it from halfway through audio. Okay.
It's yeah. All right. 1,
2,
3. Okay, we're good. That'll help me.
Okay, I feel like that was a little bit off, but okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
All right. You ready to start this?
Are we doing another countdown for when we start the video?
Oh no, I'm just gonna. It's gonna be like quiet for a second. Then I'll just do the intro.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm trying not to laugh. It's so hard.
All right. Hold on. Let me collect myself. All right. You ready?
I don't know if I can do this. It's hard.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I heard the bit of laughter in your voice.
Shut up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna stop. Now I can quit laughing. All right.
Stop laughing. Now you're laughing. Stop it. Make it worse for me.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, guys? Aaron from Fairy Respawn here. Today I got a little special video for you guys. I'm interviewing Seifire, legendary map maker. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
When did I become legendary?
Since I said you were legendary, dude, your maps.
Alright, I'm legendary. Hi, my name is Seifire. I'd like to tell you a little story about what happened to the previous audio that we did about half an hour ago. Actually, no, I'll let you tell you. This is your channel. Go for it.
Alright, so basically, we already did this interview, and the audio failed, and I have like half the interview in 1-second increments of different audio files. And so we're trying something different, and we're gonna redo the interview because we want you guys to get some of your questions answered. That were actually just my questions, but you might be interested.
It's like a movie. We're just gonna act through this again, and we're gonna sound really excited and really like surprised.
Dude, I'm so excited to interview. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah. All right. You
Never
ready?
expected an interview. I didn't even prepare or anything.
That's something I didn't ask you. Have you ever been interviewed before?
No, I would have never expected ever that I would have been interviewed. It just didn't seem like something that would happen. Like, I didn't feel like I was that popular.
So when you read my message, were you kind of creeped out? Like, why is this guy want to interview me? Like, what is up with this?
Well, I didn't know what to think, really. I'm like, am I getting trolled? Is this, like, punked on Xbox Live? I mean, like, I know you don't have, like, a big channel, no offense at that at all.
No.
But it's just, like, I just never expected to get interviewed, like, at all. Like, that just never occurred to me.
So, like, was I kind of like that creepy over obsessive fan at that point? Like, what was?
Oh no, you haven't seen creepy over obsessive fans yet.
No.
You don't know what to expect.
No, that's true.
No, I'm not putting names out there.
So did it take you a while to make your decision of yes or no, or was it just kind of like I guess?
I didn't know what to say. I was just like, sure, let's do it. And then a week passed, and then I'm like, oh wait, we haven't done it.
A week passed, and 10 hours past the scheduled time. No.
Oh yeah, no, a week, and then 10 hours today. Do we
Yeah.
count 11 hours because that last recording?
Yeah,
has
why
been
not?
like an hour.
So you were
11 hours.
yeah. All right, so
Little
you
bit
ready
off.
to dive into some map making questions?
I am ready to dive into it. Like Michael Phelps. Let's do this.
All right, so start off with a very basic and broad question. Well, why are you making maps? Like, what just kind of opened you to this realm of making maps and being the birthplace of maps?
That was some really intricate words in a very simple question. Well, you see, what got me... Why are you laughing? What got me into it was Rooster Teeth, really. Well, Achievement Hunter, if we're going to be specific. They're purely what got me into this. They are the ones that, like, gave me the idea, like, I should... Like, I saw Trials Pig and Achievement Horse, and I thought, hey, I can do that. So I just started making maps, submitting it. My first map ever was a Halo map. It was episode 103 of Achievement Horse on Halo. It was called Age Dice, and then from the moment I saw that video and like got a good feeling from it, like I felt like I was accomplished, like people were actually watching them play my map. Ever since then, that's when I just like took off with it.
Nice. You answered 2 questions in 1. Congratulations.
Oh, right. You had
Crossing 2 off the list.
There was a separate question about that.
It's fine. So like you said, that's how you felt the first time. Like, is that what drives you to continue making maps? Is this that like feeling? Or
Absolutely. Whenever I'd be sitting here at like 2 o'clock in the morning with my coffee and Powerades and all this stuff, I would sit there and like I knew I have to make some more maps, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I don't feel like doing this. Maybe I should just get to bed. I would open up my computer, watch some YouTube. Eventually, for whatever reason, I'd get dragged over to Rooster Teeth's channel, and I'd watch one of the videos that my maps were in, and then I thought, okay, I gotta make it. That was like my whole drive to do it. Just seeing that and just feeling like, wow, that's awesome. People are watching this. People are playing it, enjoying it. That's the drive that I had to just keep making maps.
So, is there some kind of like ritual you do for making the maps? Like, you know, in like I guess sports or whatever, they're like, hey, like put your hands in and we'll all scream. Like, do you like listen? Like, do you get yourself pumped up, like listen to music or whatever? Or do you just like sit down and be like, I need to make a map? Or like,
I do tribe dances. I take like a chicken, cut off the head, and go wimbo, oh wimbo, oh wimbo. No. I basically come up to my room. I am a no-life gamer. I have stated that not in the interview, but on my channel actually. So I'm always up here. Well, not always, but I'm up here as much as I can be, just playing games. So while I'm up here, I figure, all right, I'll just make the maps. Then afterwards, I'll play some games, and it'll be fun. So I don't really have a ritual. I do drink a lot of iced coffee while I make maps, though. That seems to be a big thing.
very inspirational. Very inspirational. Oh, you talked about the last time or the first time we did this, but how long does it really take you to make a map, and like how many did you do, how many were you doing, and all that kind of sort of.
Oh, let's see. When I first started, I was making 6 maps a week, and it wasn't even the full week, it was the weekend. That's the only time I actually got to make maps. I got to make it Fridays from like 2 or 3 o'clock onwards, and then Saturday and Sunday, and that was it. That's all the time I had to make maps. So in that time, I would try to make 3 maps for Halo, and then 3 maps for Trials. So that's a total of 6 maps. So that took up a lot of time.
Wow.
So 6 maps.
Why weren't you able to work during the week? Was it like school, work, like what kind of things got in the way of working during the week?
Well, it was a lot of things. I won't mention all of them, but mostly school. I don't want to, I mean, it's like I don't have that much work, but it's just like I need to focus more on that, even though I really felt like playing video games. And then I'm gonna be honest here, YouTube. I had a ritual during the week. I'd come home from school, I'd sit down at my computer, and I'd watch YouTube for about the next 7 hours.
That's how I used to be too.
It's just a ritual, because it's like watching TV. It's just like you sit back, relax, and just take a load off for a second, and then just watch.
Yeah. So did other like YouTube videos and other maps you've seen on Achievement Hunter kind of inspire some of your maps, or is all yours kind of like just kind of based on whatever props were in the game?
Well, I would say, for the most part, the ideas I came up with are my own. I did, take a couple ideas from a couple other maps. I don't know the names. I did take a couple ideas from, Soulfire. I didn't want to steal his idea per se. I just wanted to, like, do something similar to that. I actually told him about it and made sure it was okay. So it's like, oh, can I do this? Because it's like, this is what you did. I don't know if that's going to be weird. He's like, no, it's fine. It's your idea. You go for it. So I did have to, like, when I didn't have any ideas, I would try to take or do something similar to what other maps they've had on there. But for the most part, they're all my idea. Just what I come up with, like, on the spot.
So have you ever seen a map like whether it be Halo or Trials that you're just like I want to redo it because it looks pretty crappy, or like it just wasn't like challenging enough? Have you like looked at a map like that should be redone, and or have you done any of that yourself?
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't want to remake a map because, like, that's too crappy. I think I can do better. I think, like, what I was looking for is like, oh man, that's a really cool idea. I wonder if I can like twist that a little bit and make it into something of my own. That's really what I was looking for if I did not have any ideas at the moment.
What's like the like your most like not really like the one that took you the most time, the one that like you're most proud of that kind of like sticks in your mind a lot.
The one that I'm most proud of, it's actually multiple ones. It's definitely going to be Dust Arena. It's this giant arena, and then me and Seifyre 4K, another map maker for Trials, Pig, and Achievement Horse and all that, we came together and we started making these maps in this arena, and we're at 10 right now, I believe, and we're not done yet. We're still going to be working on it. And I feel like I'm most proud of that. We spent a lot of time on that, making it like he made the arena and I made the logo. I would say it took a while to make each of those just alone, and then to make all the maps took even more time. So definitely, that's the one I'm proud of.
So let's talk about that. How did you and Soulman? I almost said Soulfire. How did you and Soulman come to make maps together?
Well, we would both watch Trials Pick because obviously we would both be on there a lot. He wasn't really on Halo. He's more on Trials. I was the hybrid. I'd be on both, but so we would just like watch that, and then eventually we just started sending each other messages and a friend request, and then all of a sudden I believe it was Soulman came up with the idea that we should work together like on a map, and I was like, okay, I'm down for that. So then I made the profile. I tried to mix both of our names in there, so I called it Soulfire 4K, and then we just took off from there.
Oh, nice. And like, how long did you like?
You sound really excited. Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's how it sounded last time. I'm bad at acting, but
you remember? You remember exactly how you sounded before?
I mean I sound the same all the time. How long did you watch Achievement Hunter before you like started like how long did you watch Achievement Horse, and Achievement Pig before you started like thinking like I can get into this and make maps?
Well, I didn't watch it too much last year, but I watched it for a lot this year, like for a long time. And then like it was mostly just gameplays and stuff, not really like anything like Trials, Pick, or Achievement Horse. But then I started watching that. So like this is really cool. So I started from the beginning, and I watched every single episode that they ever made ever of Trials, Pig, and Achievement Horse, and I thought I could if they're still doing this, so I could totally be a part of this. So that's when I hopped on board.
Nice. And what's like the comments like people comment all the time about like Soulfire this Seifyre this Soulman this, like what's like the kind of like weirdest slash most insulting slash maybe like even complimenting comment you've had or seen?
Oh, okay, so that seems like three different questions.
Yeah,
okay.
It's 3 in 1,
So
man. We get things done here.
The weirdest one, let me think. I don't remember what I said last time. There was this. I remember there was one is like, oh my god, Seifyre, I want to marry you. That was pretty weird. That was just like out of the blue. There was another one where it was like this guy. Like, I'm not trying to sound pretentious or anything, but he said like he was really jealous of me. He's like, I will submit my maps, and I never get anything. Seifyre gets put on every episode. I think he should be in prison and put in jail. And I was just like, whoa, that escalated quickly. Like,
can we interview that kid?
What?
I said, can we interview that kid? See why he's so jealous?
Yeah, let's interview that guy. I want to see why I'd be put in prison for. I'm not sure if that's a federal offense, making people mad at their video games.
So if you're that kid and you're watching this, message me. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, we need to actually message me too. I want to be a part of it too. I have some questions for you. Let's see. Most insulting. There was a kid. I'm serious. Like every single episode, he'd always do something like, "Oh, Seifyre makes the worst maps ever. Like this comment if you think you should stop making crap ass maps." And like every video, this guy had dedication towards hating me. I was really a little bit flattered actually that he like hated me so much. I've never seen so much hatred in a person.
So I know you said like seeing your maps in the videos, like, you know, get you going. I'm sorry.
Whoa! What are you thinking about? It really gets you going.
I couldn't find the right words, and then my inappropriate mind filled in the blanks with that. Like
you started busting up. You knew what you said. Don't even lie to me.
Okay, so you said like you get like happy. Does that sound better when you see your maps? And
still sounds a little bit creepy.
Okay, you said you like seeing your maps in videos. Do the comments like also like have that same feeling, or like kind of a numbed down version, or is it?
Absolutely. This is gonna sound really weird, and like I really like have a big ego, but I would sit there for if I was late to watching a video, like it was like there was already a bunch of comments. I would sit there for like an hour, scrolling through comments, just finding anything I can about me.
Wow.
I'm serious. It was pretty bad, but the most compliments I've ever gotten, like it was like actually kind of flattering. People are putting comments that were getting thumbed up a lot too, and it was like they should hire Seifyre. Why don't they hire Seifyre? Oh my god, this guy is so good at making maps. You should hire him. So I thought that was really cool. The community just like getting behind me like that.
Would you take a job at Achievement Hunter? Like, let's say not even like for really map making, but just like a job there in general.
Absolutely, that would be literally the definition of a dream job for me. I mean, your job is to play video games, be funny, and those are two great things. Obviously, we have to like factor in editing and all the other crap. Let's ignore that for a second. Just focus on games, funny.
Yeah.
That right there would just make the job for me. And I've actually thought about later on sending them like a application or resume or whatever you call it, and see if they would take me, because like they know me a little bit. I don't know if they would actually. I mean, it'd be cool if they did, but I'm not like gonna get my hopes like super high on it.
Yeah.
Because like they already know me from doing maps, so like I really helped out with the community. Maybe they would consider it at least.
I definitely think you have more of a shot than like someone like if I said, "Hey, I kind of have a YouTube channel, like hire me." I think you definitely have like you're not like in the inside, but you're kind of on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like they know your name.
Well, that's the big thing. They do know like my name. That's why I was thinking like so I could like send it in and be like, yeah, this is Seifyre. I'm not sure how that would work though. I wonder if other people like send in their stuff like, yeah, this is Seifyre. Yeah, this is Seifyre. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have proof, obviously.
I do, but
the YouTube channel, the Xbox account.
I don't know. It'd be great if I could get hired there. I would like. I'm not really. I don't live in Texas right now, but I'll move in a second, like a half a second, if I knew.
So let's talk about you, Hunter. Which one do you think stocks your profile? Get your maps.
Well, I'm gonna have to say my good buddy Jack does. I'd want to say Michael, but I know that'd be a lie. He would just like punch my profile in the face. I think it was definitely Jack, because Jack was in charge of everything, and Jack is also obviously the best one there, because he picks my maps. Wink, wink. I would say Jack, because he like did everything for Achievement Hunter or for Achievement Horse and Trials Pig, except the editing. So
yeah, did you submit all the maps that like they use, or some of them like, hey, we went to your profile and found this, or do you submit every map you make?
Actually, they have gone to my profile to get maps occasionally when I didn't submit anything, and I thought that was awesome. I was like, oh my god, I don't have to do anything ever again. No, but I still kept submitting, but they actually did go to my profile every now and then to get a map if they needed another map to fill in.
That's pretty cool. Like they know that they can like go to you and you'll have something for them. That's pretty cool. That must be a great feeling.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like, oh my god, this channel is so huge. It's using my maps, I was like freaking out. Like the first time they've ever used my map, I freaked the hell out. And like I feel like I still get that feeling like they use my map. I'm like, oh my god, they use another one of my maps.
And what was
Still
the
get that
first
feeling.
map they ever used?
The first map they ever used was in Halo. Actually, it was not in Trials like a lot of people think. It was episode 103 of Halo Horse, and the map was called AH Dice.
And what was that? Like, was it like just platforming, or like was it like what was it?
Well, Michael and Ray were playing it, and what it was is you have this big room, and it's separated into these three little corridors on each side, and then the people would have these three corridors on each side. And what they'd do is they'd pick up a grab hammer, and then they would go into the room, and they'd have to hit the dice over and over until the number on the top of the dice matched the number on the wall. And once they complete all three walls for their side, they'd win.
Oh, that's cool. Like I know I've seen that video, but I don't remember that map. I'll have to go back and check it out. So
Yeah.
let's talk about the I and the Y for a second. If you
I and the Y.
the I and the Y. So,
Well, this is a subject I am not particularly happy about. So, how it works is, on my Xbox profile, my gamertag started out as Seifire, and that's what it still is. But at around the same time I first made my Xbox Live profile, I made a YouTube channel with the same name, Seifire. So I had both of those. I wasn't really like watching YouTube that much at the time. It was back before YouTube got like super huge. So I would just be sitting there playing on my Xbox. Well, eventually I went back to YouTube. This was when I was like submitting maps already, and then I tried to go back onto it, and it was deleted. It was just gone. I don't know what happened to it, and I'm like, okay, I'll just make a new one with that name. I tried to, and it says this profile is already in use. And so I was like freaking out. I'm like, this makes no sense. So what I figured was, I was like, okay, I'll just do the same name and then just add a Y in for the I in fire. And I'm like, people are gonna get that, right? I was so far from wrong, it wasn't even funny. People were like freaking out, like, "Oh my god, this isn't the real Seifyre. He spelled his name wrong. It's so stupid." And I'm just like, what's wrong with the internet? So I actually had to make a video explaining, yes, it is me. Here's the proof. It's just two separate things. And now people are getting like the names mixed up. They think my Xbox Live name is with the Y and my YouTube is with the I, and I don't know. It's just getting all messed up now. I didn't think it was that complicated, but the internet's a funny place.
I mean, you can kind of just go to your channel and tell it's legit by, hey, this is the map. Like, you can, like, 'cause you're in the editor for some of it. Like, you're not, like, I don't, like, I don't see how, I don't know, people, the internet, I guess, is the answer to that.
I think it was a combination of trolling, and then people just like, nope, it's not him, nope. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
So do you think someone out there has your name, or do you think it's in that YouTube limbo of, like, names that just can't be used anymore?
YouTube limbo, that's a weird concept to grasp.
Like like so many of my YouTube accounts that I've made like in the past, I'm like I need that name now because it's like relevant to my gamer tag, whatever. And I'll go back and get it, and it's like not in use. You can't sign in. You suck. YouTube limbo.
Well, I will give you some advice. If you ever plan on making another YouTube channel for whatever reason, do not put your gamer tag with a one-letter difference. It'll be the worst thing you ever go through in your life.
But I was gonna make creations with a Y. No.
It's terrible. You're gonna have to like make a video explaining and putting proof and put it like on your wall, like this is me.
Like, is that like your feature video now? Is like this is me?
It actually used to be. Cause I would never really had a feature video. I'd have to put that there so people are like, oh my god, it's the guy. that video where I proved that I'm Seifyre, it actually has 6,000 views because I had it on my wall for so long.
That's great.
Yeah, so.
That's really great.
I want to make sure people saw it.
So so you and Soulman, you said you talked about how you came together and you're making Dust Arena, was it? Can you talk about like what happens after that? Like once that's full, like are you guys gonna move on to another arena or what's going on?
Well, I'll explain the concept of it first in case people don't know. So the concept of Dust Arena is, we made this arena and then we may put the Achievement Hunter logo in there. How it's gonna work is, me and Soulman are taking turns making maps in there and like working together, and we're just gonna put as many maps in there as trials will allow us and the space will allow us. Right now I believe we're at 10 and we're still not full. So we're just gonna put as many maps in there as we possibly can until it's full. And then what happens is the new map that we make, we put it in there and you drive along like normal. But all of the other maps that we made are still in there, and they serve as a background. So when you're playing on the map, you can see all the other maps that were on there in the background. And then once we're done with the whole thing, we're going to have a little bit of a surprise to do. And then that'll be it for Dust Arena.
So what kind of inspired the whole, like, let's just put an arena in the background will be the other maps?
Oh, man. It was just really a combination of me and Soulman, like, just, like, working together, figuring out exactly what we're gonna do. Cause like when we first started, we had no idea what we were gonna do. It was just like, okay, are we just gonna like work on one map, or how is that gonna work? But the way it works is like when you're sharing stuff on Trials, you actually have to submit the map, like upload it, and then you can download that and work on it like from different Xboxes. Cause we're in different places. He's in Finland right now. I'm in California, so a little bit of a distance. So we didn't want to submit maps that are like half done, so we just like switch off and work on one map. So we decided, okay, how about we each make separate maps and then just contain it all in this one thing? Because I explained to him that like I don't really do background work because I feel like I don't have enough time to do it because I was making so many other maps. And he's like, oh, okay. So I think that's where we got the idea from, ish.
I really like that idea. Like you can like kind of see the world, that like arena progressing. Like I really like that. And I've actually got to play a few of the Dust Arena maps, and I raged.
You should try some other ones.
Yeah.
How far have you gotten?
I think 3. I'm not very far in.
You got 7 more to go, and it ain't gonna be fun.
I definitely look forward to doing them. So
gameplay on that sometime.
So right now, Halo and like Trials are kind of like the big, like I guess games that really have a nice map maker. Like
yeah, there's probably more, but I haven't really.
Like, if another big one comes out, do you plan on jumping on it and like?
Absolutely, without a doubt. If Achievement Hunter is like, oh my God, there's this new game with this new editing feature. We're taking maps for it. I will hop on that. I mean, I really don't have that much money to spend. I'm gonna have to like borrow like a lot. So. But if they do that, I'm obviously going to hop on it as soon as I can, because at least they know me, and I feel like I'm not going to say I want to take the attention, but like I feel like I just want to be there, like, as they're doing it.
Yeah. Like, I understand that, like, didn't you say something about a new Trials coming out?
Oh, yeah.
I actually didn't know anything about that.
As of right now, I have an Xbox 360. And the Xbox One came out, $500. Now I have $20. That's a huge problem, but I'll work that out. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get the Xbox One, and then there's this new Trials game called Trials Fusion. That'll be coming out. I don't know when, but it will be. It'll be on the 360 and the Xbox One. But I feel like they're gonna be playing the one on the Xbox One because they're not gonna have like the same internet or anything. So, to me, like it's gonna be like the PlayStation, and the Xbox. So I wanted to get an Xbox One. Then get Trials Fusion, and then I was gonna hope that they would start up Trials again on Trials Fusion. I feel like that's kind of like a lost dream. I don't think they're gonna start up because there's a reason why they canceled it. But if they did, that'd be awesome, and I would hop on that immediately.
Yeah. So now that like Horse and Pig are just kind of, they became Hunt, where it's not even in one specific game anymore, do you still like try to put out as many maps, or do you kind of give yourself a little bit of a break now that they're like not focused on those maps anymore?
Well, really the only maps that you can actually submit are for Trials files. You can't even really submit those maps, they just kind of pick it.
Yeah.
And then they also do fails of the week, which is videos, and it's like it feels impossible to get on there. Like really, I've submitted a lot of videos, and I try my best, but it wasn't working out, so I just kind of gave up on that, because it's like, it's not the same as map making. You can't just, like, make something funny and random happen, like, in a video. So, I didn't really hop on that. So right now, I'm taking a huge break. I might be submitting a couple more maps in Trials and Halo, but it really just depends, because it's like, there's not really, like, the need to anymore. I'll just be doing it for fun, and for anyone that's interested in playing it. But, I don't know. I still might.
So is your main focus just kind of this Dust Arena now, and not really like any solo things right now?
I wouldn't even call Dust Arena a focus. I haven't really been doing much of anything.
How old is that map now?
Dust Arena?
Yeah, how long have you guys been like working on that?
Well, let me see. According to my YouTube channel, it is 2 months ago when I first showed it off.
Yeah.
So 2 months old, really. Me and someone were actually talking recently about continuing it, but we weren't going to because like they kind of discontinued Trials Pig and Achievement Horse. But I think we're still gonna do it.
Yeah, I think it'd still be a good like thing, like just for like either video material or just like, or just like other people who play your maps. Because I mean, you kind of made a name for yourself through Achievement Hunter with the map making. Like, whenever
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear people say map making, I'm like, dude, Seifire, Soulman,
Speaking
Soulfire.
of map making, actually, I did make a Minecraft map for them. But then when I went to go check about uploading it, they specifically stated that they're not taking any Minecraft maps. So I wasted about 95 hours of my life on a map that
Wow,
they can't play.
that's wow, man.
Yeah. So that was a little bit disappointing, but you know, it's still a cool map.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
So, like like you see like the maps or it's like other games inside of Trials. Have you heard anything like that, or is you're still on the motorcycle?
Um, like skill games and all that.
No, like like some people have like pinball and Trials Evolution
Oh
or
yeah,
like.
so yeah, skill games. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've done a couple. The thing is, like, I try to stick more to like just normal trials, like one obstacle stuff that's like really hard to get by. Because when you're making skill games, I mean, they're really fun to make and they're really fun to play. But the thing is, I had a time issue with it. You have to invest so much more time into these skill games, and I only had 3 days to make 6 maps and actually test them, make sure they work. Then I had to submit them. I had to like record them, put them on my channel. There was a lot of stuff to do, so I had a real time issue. So I didn't really focus as much on making skill games as I did on just normal maps because there's just time problems.
So on Trials, like after you make the map, you obviously have to beat it. Has there ever been any times you just like couldn't beat it and had to like go back and tone it down just so you could get past it and call it a day?
Oh, absolutely. I would say, either it is every map or it's almost every map. I've had so many issues trying to beat my maps. Like, people think they rage at my maps when they're playing it. I'm the one that's making it, and I actually have to beat it before I can actually upload it. My life is a little bit harder because I don't even know if it's possible.
Have you ever thought about like making a video that's starting from scratch and just like showing how you make the map and playing through the map and like all that, like the whole process?
I actually was thinking about the problem is it's I'm not gonna say like I work like a million hours on it, but it's just like such a long time to record, and I'd have to fast forward it and everything, and then I don't know. It just feels like it'd be a lot of heading and a lot of work. Cause I don't know if people are that interested in how I make the maps so much as playing them.
Yeah, I could see
Because
where
I
you're
mean,
coming
like
from.
making the maps is kind of like the boring part. I know that Achievement Hunter does like let's builds now, but I don't feel like I could be like as entertaining as I am just in like these like short little bits that like when I'm actually playing the map and explaining about it, rather than showing the whole process going through building it. Because that's obviously not as much fun.
Makes sense. I can see where you're coming
Yeah.
from. And what would you like say to like people like me who can't make maps? Like is there any advice in it, or do you just like keep doing it until like you just get good, or like was there any like process you took, or did you just like was like natural born talent of map making?
I don't know if you can call making things in video games natural born talent. I feel like that's a little bit stretching it. But really what I did was mostly just self-taught. Teach myself everything I ever need to know about anything. I taught myself editing, but really it's just practice. You just need to go in there, and when you start with trials, you're not gonna know a clue about what you're doing at all. I would say the first map I made in trials was an achievement hunter map ever in trials. Like I didn't know what I was doing at all. You just have to like fiddle around and practice with it. Really, you get better at it with more experience, and then you're gonna have to prepare to invest a lot of time and coffee when you're making maps. Like you're gonna have late nighters. Obviously, you're gonna have
Yeah,
a lot of late nighters. Well, if you're me,
yeah.
or if you just like making maps continuously for long periods of times. But yeah, it's just all practice.
Wow. So I just need to practice. Gotcha.
Yeah,
No natural
I
born
mean,
talent.
so you're gonna have to pour some hours in there, bro. It's just ain't gonna come just like that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think that's about it. Anything you want to add before we wrap up?
I would just like to say, to everyone that plays my maps, it's not my fault that they're making you so very angry. You can quit at any time. You do not have to beat every single map. Because I had trouble beating every single map. And also, I just want to thank every one of you that's watching this, or that's in my channel, subscribe to me, whatever, just for sticking with me if you have, just for playing my maps, watching my maps, just like enjoying them in any way, or not even enjoying them, even raging at them. I don't care. I'll take anything. I just want to thank everyone for all the support I've been given. I never expected that I would get like an actual like mini tiny fan base from making maps for Achievement Hunter. I think it's really cool. I just want to thank all you guys.
Alright, well, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, a rating is much appreciated. There will be a link to his channel in the description. And yeah, guys, go and subscribe. And thank you all for watching.
Have fun raging.
Have fun. Go check out his maps, Trials, and Halo. See you guys next time.